So, there is a very high chance that you are currently struggling with some area of life. It could be something big, something small, and you've probably put in some research and came across a few helpful insights related to your problem. And this video is for the people who have done that but still feel stuck. Most of the wisdom or advice that we come across that really resonates with us for a reason, and one of those reasons is that we're currently struggling or lacking in that area. Unfortunately, when it comes to life-changing pieces of advice, just knowing isn't enough. For example, I logically know a lot of things around confidence and how to be better socially, but I still get anxious. I'm still not great in social situations. Normally, it takes a while for things to properly ingrain into your mind, and it takes even longer when they're connected to something that you're currently struggling with. The thing is, you can have a collection of genuinely, life-changing advice, but just not be able to apply it. It's like trying to start a fire in the rain or fix a plane mid-flight. It's hard. It takes time to process information, and just because you've came across a useful piece of knowledge and it's not changed your life doesn't mean it never will. As another example, let's take the idea of the growth mindset. So I first learned about this maybe 5 years ago, and some of the core ideas connected to it are that effort is greater than outcome, setbacks are part of growth, that challenges are opportunities, and that most of confidence comes from surviving failure, not success. Right, all great, very useful information, but everyone will have a completely different understanding of the growth mindset. And even though you might logically understand that a lot of growth comes from surviving failure, it might take you months or years to properly understand that. And I've got countless examples of things I logically know but don't fully understand, and I've got a thing in my notes called My Life Code, which is essentially a collection of advice and quotes, and I would probably say I only understand 20% of that list. But if you're interested in hearing that list, I think that will be my next video. So again, deep insights take time and experience to properly sink in, and in most cases coming across a quote and noting it down just isn't enough. Valuable, but not enough. We can also talk about gaining wisdom in this way. So you wouldn't expect to go to the gym, do one bicep curl, and moments later your bicep is huge. You've got to do a good few reps, sets, then rest, return to the gym another day, and over a period of years, one day you'll wake up and your biceps will be huge. Most people understand that it takes time and effort to grow muscle, and I feel like we forget that it takes time to grow your wisdom and understanding of things. It's also important to recognise how difficult a mental shift can be. Fixing something on the external world is just easier than fixing something on the internal world. But it's hard to acknowledge that because mental shifts just seem easier. Let's say you want to become a super successful doctor. What do you need to change? Stuff on the internal world or external world? The answer is both, but the inside world will be the more challenging part. Now, I'm not up to date on how to become a doctor, but externally, all you need to do is study, learn, apply to universities, apply yourself to the work, and basically learn as much as you can. But internally, each one of those stages will have hundreds of internal battles. Internal change and growth is challenging, and failing to do what is hard deserves a lot more compassion than it currently gets. So whatever problem you're currently dealing with, whatever it is you feel you need to learn. First, seek out that knowledge. If you're struggling in an area, definitely learn as much as you can about it. And second, be okay with giving that knowledge time to properly ingrain into your head. Think about eating a Pop-Tart. So you can get it straight out of the package and eat it cold. It's alright, but kinda shit. Or you can chuck it in the toaster for 5 seconds, and although the edges might be warm, the centre will still be cold and it just won't be as good. But if you give it just the right amount of time in the toaster, it's all het up evenly, and that's where it's at its best. Personal growth and learning works the same way. You can try to force a change quickly, but the results just won't feel as satisfying or complete. Internal change takes time, and that's okay. It's part of the process. So I'm going to end the video here. Like I said, my next video will be about my life code. So if you're interested in finding out what that is, subscribe, and I will see you in the next video.